just waiting for the milk to heat up. I have my citric acid, my rennet tablet, 1/4 cup of water to dissolve my rennet tablet. Okay, so I'm ready to add my citric acid. It is at 70 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and add the citric acid and stir. Just as I applied, I can already see little curds forming. The citric acid definitely starting to do that process. I'm a little worried because I did not use non-homogenized milk, but I think I'll be okay. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to be 90, so I still have some time to go on that. And I'll continue to stir it. Before I can add the rennet, I want it to be at 90 degrees. I did use a gallon of milk. We're at 81 degrees. We still have 9 degrees more to go. I don't want to put the heat up because I'm afraid it'll burn and it'll taste funky. So I'm just going to be patient with it and wait till it gets to 90 degrees so I can add my rennet. I'm going to actually not dissolve my rennet right away because I do know it's an enzyme and it has a lifespan of about 20 minutes. So I'm going to start at about 85 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and dissolve it at 85 degrees in that 1/4 cup of water in this bowl. It's very interesting how already you can see curds from the citric acid. That was enough to get it to start splitting. So it definitely is very interesting. It's working. But I did not use non-homogenized milk, which is what they advise. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's at 85 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and dissolve my rennet. 1/4 of the tablet of my rennet. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to kind of make it all dusty before I add the water. And while my curd over there is just getting there. Okay. So I'm getting ready to just to go ahead and activate the rennet enzyme. I'm actually needing a spoon to stir it. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna stir this. Hopefully it will just speed up here. Gonna add it at 90 degrees. See where we're at. Okay, we are at 86. So let me go ahead and move it around and check the temperature. Once it gets to 90, I'll be adding the rennet. Okay, so it's 91 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and add my rennet. So it is 90. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. So I'm adding my rennet. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of try to get all of it in there. Maybe not. Okay, so then I'm going to stir. And I'm actually going to just stir it, mix it well, and then we're going to let it rest. Okay, I've added the rennet and I've stirred. Hey baby. Hey baby. So I added the rennet and I've stirred and I've made sure it's a 90. I've stirred and stirred. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the heat sit and rest. So I'll be letting this rest. Okay, so I just covered it. I took it off the heat. I'm gonna let it sit and we'll check on it in a bit. Okay, so I'm getting ready to check to see if we have a clean fray or how we're doing here. I feel like it can rest a little bit more. So we push it back in there. I'm not too confident with it. So we're gonna put it back into the heat. So yep. Gonna be brave and I'm gonna cut my curd. Okay, we're gonna put it back on the heat. It's still very, very watery, and it's probably because of the milk. We're gonna do 100. Okay, so it's at about 107. So this is definitely when I want to start to take out my curd from here. Okay, my curd's coming out. Try to get as little as I can of that whey proteins left behind. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put it in the microwave for a minute.